Judge Linda Parker smiled as she looked down at the black defendant standing alone before her. To everyone in the courtroom, the outcome already seemed obvious. The prosecutor looked confident. The judge looked pleased. Only the defendant appeared calm. His name was Marcus Reed, and that calmness irritated Judge Parker. Most defendants looked nervous. Marcus looked like he already knew something nobody else did. The judge leaned forward. "Mr. Reed, the evidence against you is overwhelming." Several people nodded. Marcus said nothing. The prosecutor stood. "Your Honor, the state recommends immediate detention pending sentencing." Judge Parker smiled. "I agree." The defense attorney quickly objected. "There are serious inconsistencies in the evidence." The judge immediately cut him off. Overruled. The attorney looked frustrated. Every motion had been denied. Every request rejected. The entire trial felt unfair. Marcus finally spoke. "Your Honor, may I ask a question?" Judge Parker rolled her eyes. "Make it quick." Marcus nodded. "Did you personally review all the evidence submitted by the defense?" The judge frowned. "Of course I did." Marcus smiled slightly. That answer seemed to surprise him. The judge noticed. "What is that supposed to mean?" Marcus didn't answer. Instead, he quietly sat back down. The hearing continued. Witnesses testified. Documents were presented. And every decision favored the prosecution. Hours later, Judge Parker prepared to issue her ruling. The courtroom became silent. Marcus stood one final time. "Before the court rules," he said calmly, "I'd like to introduce one last piece of evidence." The prosecutor laughed. "We've heard enough." Judge Parker nodded. "So have I." Marcus slowly reached into his briefcase. Several deputies immediately became alert. Then he removed a black leather badge wallet and placed it onto the defense table. "FBI." The courtroom froze. Nobody moved. Nobody spoke. The prosecutor stared. Judge Parker blinked repeatedly. "What is this?" Marcus opened the badge. "Special Agent Marcus Reed, Federal Bureau of Investigation." The room exploded into whispers. The judge's face lost color. The prosecutor looked completely stunned. Marcus wasn't finished. He removed several thick folders. "Confidential. Federal evidence. Active investigation." The judge slowly sat down. Marcus opened the first file. Bank transfers. Private communications. Witness statements. Secret financial records. The second file was worse. Recorded conversations. Bribery evidence. Case manipulation records. Every piece of evidence pointed toward one person, Judge Linda Parker. The courtroom fell silent again. Marcus looked directly at her. "For the last 18 months, I've been working undercover as part of a federal corruption investigation." The prosecutor suddenly looked terrified. Judge Parker stood up. "This is ridiculous." Marcus pressed a button on a small recorder. A familiar voice echoed through the courtroom. The judge's voice. Discussing favorable rulings. Accepting payments. Talking about how certain defendants could be targeted. Gasps spread across the room. Reporters rushed forward. Several people in the audience stood up. Judge Parker looked horrified. "Turn that off." Marcus calmly closed the recorder. "You spent months trying to build a false case against me." Silence. Then the courtroom doors opened. Federal agents entered. One after another. The entire room froze. A senior FBI supervisor approached the bench. "Judge Linda Parker," he announced, "you are now the subject of a federal criminal investigation." The judge could barely speak. Marcus calmly gathered the files, then looked directly at her. "You thought I was your defendant." He paused. The courtroom watched in complete silence. "But the truth is, you were the target the entire time." And for the first time in her career, Judge Parker had no control over what happened next.